Do you see him today? So about 2 years ago, I'm singing at my own church, which was kind of a big deal because I'd moved away, and I'd come back and very excited. And the first note of the first song, 10,000 Reasons. Bless the Lord, oh my soul. And when I went for that first note, holy cow, I don't know what came out, but it was not a note. It was bless the Lord. It was so crazy. And by the end of that Mass, even though my children had giggled and it was a little bit funny, I knew there's a part of me that was just frightened. I knew something was wrong. There was a pop, and I went to the doctor, and it turned out to be kind of a serious thing. And I had appointments with specialists and things like that. But the bottom line is, for 6 weeks, I had to cancel everything that I was going to be doing. And this is my love and my ministry, but it's also how I feed my family. And I was very frightened. And on top of that, when you can't talk or sing, nothing for 6 weeks, I'm scared and I can't say anything to anyone. I can't talk it through. And I'm left with all these feelings. What if God's taking this away from me? What if I have to live my life differently? And do I really trust him? I was scared. I was faithful some mornings, not others. It was a journey. And then on top of all that, and I know this sounds like a small thing, but it's not a small thing. I have one sort of passion. You know, it's not even a guilty pleasure. I'm a proud pleasure, but I'm a huge baseball fan. And I share with a bunch of other people season tickets to our local team, but I'm sort of the manager of it. So they all give me the money, I pay, and I get the tickets. Well, in the midst of being frightened and losing my voice and all this, the tickets came to me and I lost them. Thousands of dollars of tickets, and people have given me the money already. And you get all these warning emails. Don't lose them. We can't redo them. And I was frantic. I'm trying to search the house with my wife, and you know, we can't say, I can't talk. Did you check here, there? So it's taking forever. And a couple of days go by. And I don't know why. This is the smallest thing, right? My voice is on the line. My family's future is on the line. But it's the baseball tickets that put me over the edge, really. I just wanted to shout to God, why are you doing this? Like, can I at least go to a baseball game while I'm scared, right? Can I at least do something fun? And it was such like a straw that broke the camel's back for me. And I remember praying and just praying, Lord, please do something. And the craziest thing happened. So the next morning I wake up, and I'm laying in my bed praying, Lord, I just need to trust you in all these things. And I'm laying my head on the pillow and I'm looking at the wall of my bedroom. And leaning there is a FedEx envelope, a big fat FedEx envelope with the tickets in it. And I said to my wife, did you find that? She said, find what? I'm like, the tickets, they're right there, leaning against the wall. And I just picked them up. There they were. And I can't describe for you all the emotions I went through in that moment, of just that in the midst of this turmoil, that I feel like somehow Jesus passed through all that and said to me, look at me, see me, I'm here with you every day, I'm right here. And you know, in the gospel on Sunday, they're so angry at Jesus, they're going to throw him off a cliff, literally. They're pushing him to the brink, literally to the brink. And then this most amazing line, it says, but Jesus passed through the midst of them. It doesn't say he disappeared or made some sort of amazing miracle. He passed right through them. What changed in them? That they were going to throw him off the cliff, and suddenly they let him walk right by, brush against them as he walked by, right? I don't know the answer to that question, but I think I felt it in that moment. In that moment, so kind of seeing eyeball to eyeball with Jesus. There he is. And knowing without words that he was giving me something that I needed. Well, you need to ask him to give you what you need too. And maybe you think that in the midst of all the turmoil and the stress, that's where he's not. But no, that's where he is. And he will walk in the midst of those things for you too. So I leave you this question. Maybe you could share here. What is a way that you've experienced God pass right through the midst of your trial and turmoil and been there for you and changed you?